Hi, welcome to Curious Bricks. Today we're going to talk about Shopify, ticker symbol SHOP, Q4 2020 earnings call. This earnings call was hosted on February 17, 2021. Shopify is part of the Toronto Stock Exchange 60 Index under the information technology sector. Before we dive into the financial details, let's take a quick look at some key statistics. As of March 26, 2021, Shopify's share price was $1,065 and its market cap stands at $130 billion. The trading price earning ratio is around 411. Currently, Shopify does not pay out any dividends. As of March 15th, the short interest ratio is only about 2.8% of total floating shares. Now, let's take a look at their latest quarterly financials. We will start with the income statement. In this quarter, Shopify delivered another stellar result. Total revenue was reported at $977 million, which is 94% higher than the same quarter last year. The subscription solutions revenue growth is yet again driven by more merchants joining the platform. The merchant solutions revenue growth is driven primarily by the increasing GMV, which was reported at $41 billion. Gross margin maintained at the 52%, and we can see the operating expenses continue to decline on percentage basis. In summary, Shopify reported operating income of $112 million, which is a significant improvement from a year ago. Moving to the balance sheet, Shopify maintained its cash on hand and marketable securities at $6.4 billion, while long-term debt remained at $750 million. Overall, the company's balance sheet is extremely strong. During the call, the management commented on the strong momentum of monthly recurring revenue, or MRR. The growth was driven by a higher number of new merchants joining the platform. The recent introduction of POS Pro subscription also boosted the revenue growth. Lastly, Shopify Plus contributed $21 million, or 25% of MRR. During the call, the management also laid out the investment focus for 2021. Three key areas of incremental investment in 2021 are Shopify Fulfillment Network, the Shop app, and international expansion. Retail POS and Shopify Plus are the two other areas that Shopify will continue to invest a bit at a lower level. Coming into 2021, although the management did not provide specific financial guidance, they did offer general outlook for the business. Subscription solutions revenue growth continues to be driven by the number of new merchants joining the platform, which will be lower than in 2020, but higher than any year prior to 2020. The growth rate of subscription solutions and merchant solutions will likely be similar to each other. The company do not expect the surge in GMV that drove merchant solutions in 2020 to repeat. Merchant solutions revenue growth will be driven by continued GMV growth from existing merchants, new merchants, and expanded adoption of Shopify's growing menu. During the Q&A session, one analyst asked about the forward plan on Shopify Balance program. Shopify Balance entered early access in Q4 of 2020. It will be rolled out to all U.S. merchants in 2021 who currently use Shopify payments. The management expects Shopify Balance to add value over time, not only as a retention tool, but also as an efficiency tool. It will help streamline merchants' cash flow and operations. One analyst inquired about the outlook for Shopify Plus in 2021. The management commented that Shopify has 10,000 merchants on Shopify Plus, which is probably one of the largest enterprise e-commerce customer groups of any company on the planet. Shopify Plus GMV grew faster than non-Plus international, partially due to more Plus merchants and an increase of GMV from those merchants. The Plus merchant account growth came from a lot more upgrades and fewer downgrades. But the company also sees the acceleration in Q4 that established direct-to-consumer brands migrating from legacy platforms to Shopify Plus. The management expects to see more upgrades from those merchants. When it comes to the international market expansion, the management commented that Q4 GMV was strong across all regions internationally. The plan is to focus on core geographies. Shopify will invest in growth marketing and product marketing and also in-country sales teams in those geographies where they see a lot of potentials. Shopify already brought a total of 20 languages to the platform, and Shopify Payments is now available in 17 countries. Lastly, one question was asked on the POS market. Shopify achieved record POS sale GMV in Q4 and continued to grow the number of merchants using the product. In addition, new features have been constantly added to the platform. During the quarter, the company also introduced the POS Pro subscription, but POS solution is still limited to US, UK, Canada, and Ireland. The management believes POS has a very bright future at Shopify. Now, let's take a look at Shopify's stock performance before and after the earnings call. Shopify reported quarterly revenue of $977.7 million, beat analyst expectation of $910.2 million, and its adjusted EPS of $1.58 profit also beat consensus $1.25 profit. However, the stock did not have strong movement after the earnings release. Lastly, here's the latest summary of analyst ratings of the company. Currently, there are 29 analysts covering Shopify. A third analyst gave the rating of buy, a third gave hold, and the remainder on strong buy and underperform. If you are interested in knowing more about this company, I recommend you conduct further analysis of the company's public filings. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.